What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So sit down, you got your coffee, let's talk about this. So, it's going crazy. It's going crazy. I knew it. I knew it. You probably suspected too. So we have AH here giving an interview which is going to air the 17th of June. And oh boy, wow.
I don't care what one thinks about me or what judgments you want to make about what happened in the privacy of my own home and my...
Okay, those are the words. You know, you can finish to hear that. I don't want to show the whole clip. I don't know if I can even show it. It's an exclusive, fine. But anyway, she's saying basically in the preview, even somebody who is sure I'm deserving all this hate and vitriol, even if you think I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media there has been a fair representation. You cannot tell me that you think this has been fair. Wow. Okay. What do I feel about this? Obviously there is a desire to rewrite the narrative of what has happened. You saw the trial. Everybody that has seen the trial for 6 weeks or more and followed in depth feels in a certain way. So now they're already going back on her, like she said she will be off the air for weeks or whatever, like focusing on more pressing matter of her existence. Apparently the PR machine has already kicked in, trying to rewrite everything, with catering to those that perhaps haven't followed the trial well and that can be still swayed in the square of public opinion, because this is what it is in the end. You saw the headlines, right? And she continues, first of all, before I continue, there was no vitriol. There was literally, like, there are people cutting themselves on social media with the post "I stand with her" in a completely absurd manner, you know, like trying to get attention, to steer like attention from the verdict, you know, like it's going mad in their way. I don't even want to give too much attention to that, or like, you know, bring too much attention to those people. But this is what is also happening. People are just frustrated because you see a narcissist, you see what they're capable to do, the compulsive lying, right? You witness all of that, and now you hear this person going in front of a camera saying that wasn't fair. Of course it wasn't fair. I didn't expect this person to take responsibility, of course, for anything. I'm not surprised. And speaking on the jury, she had it, I don't blame them. I actually understand. Oh man, working the public opinion. He's beloved character and people feel they know him. He's a fantastic actor. You know, the thing that this is so incredibly bizarre is that she thinks people care to that extent. You know, we don't. We really don't. The reason why people stood on the side of this man is because they understood he was actually the victim. With all the evidence and the audio and everything that was presented, and even your own behavior on the stand, which was clear to the jury as well, and to hundreds of millions of people. But still, they want to rewrite the narrative. So, if there are no counter voices, like other YouTubers and other people speaking of this, they will succeed. Remember that what she's saying right here, a spokesperson for her, she's saying, or he's saying, I don't know, Johnny Depp's legal team blanketed the media for days after the verdict with numerous statements and interviews on television, and Depp himself did the same thing on social media. Miss H simply intended to respond to what they aggressively did last week. She did so by expressing her thoughts and feelings, much of which she was not allowed to do on the witness stand. Oh man, I'm so grateful. Actually, this, like, the whole trial is there, that you can actually see how long she was on the stand explaining stuff directed by her own counsel. Go check it. Don't listen to me. I'm just offering entertainment here. Go listen, make up your mind. And also blanketed the media with statements. I remember somebody's lawyer going on national TV less than 24 hours after the verdict to do a round of interviews complaining that the jury didn't do their job properly, pointing the finger. JD's lawyer didn't go on TV almost for a week after that. So, again, inaccurate. That this is, this is the least I can say. Absolutely inaccurate. A description of the facts. Also, the headlines of the mainstream media for the past week. And again, you don't need to hear it from my mouth. You can go check it yourself, see for yourself, search for all the major publications and see the headlines. We have seen a screenshot of that many times also in some past videos. And they were misrepresenting the verdict at best. So, what do you see here? Then in your mind you're thinking, oh, narcissism, compulsive lying, the desire of always, blaming somebody else, not taking accountability for anything, continuing to lie, because if you keep lying, it seems like the sooner or later, like if you sort of believe in the lie, people will believe along with you. And to me, this is what it feels, where this is heading. And like I said, if there are not other voices counterbalancing this wanting to rewrite the narrative, they might succeed, because there's a lot of people which they did not follow the trial but they have an opinion, and they can be swayed in the square of public opinions easily. You just have to change the tone of your voice, seem more understanding and compelling, and it might work better this time. But you know what you saw. All the audio is out there. Luckily, people can listen to it and make up their mind. It's so enraging that this woman is still trying to tell you, the average person. I don't blame the average person not to understand. What do you mean by the average person? What do you mean exactly by the average person in that statement? You don't blame them for not understanding the whole thing? Seriously? I take a long pause because honestly I don't know where that went, but I'm kind of speechless, honestly. So underestimating the intellect and the ability of people to see through BS, especially when there is a ton of evidence, right? There's a ton of evidence proving that perhaps that whole affair was motivated by other reasons, and likely came to the surface. The jury agreed unanimously after 6 weeks of checking the data and the facts, right? But here we go. I didn't expect, honestly, nothing different. And her camp and everybody that is a mouthpiece for this whole thing, including many of the mainstream media headlines, will continue, because their narrative of whatever they're going after, it's more important than the truth. And you're going to be accused, we're going to be accused of being right-wing, you're going to be accused. I've been a liberal all my life, all my life, since I can remember. Whatever means liberal in Italy, and growing up in a liberal kind of direction, both in thought and politically. You're going to be called names. They're going to try to put you on the wrong side of history. But the only reason personally I'm doing this is because I feel adamant that we saw a victim that wasn't her, a victim that was a male, and they're stripping all of that from him. I don't care that he's Johnny Depp or he's an actor, he's successful. I couldn't give a damn. If there was any proof, reasonable proof, that this guy did anything to you, I will stand on your side. So if you publish the mountains of evidence or whatever else you have to convince really the people, we are here, right here, waiting. But there is a mountains of audio and other evidence which actually proves the other way around. And I'm not the only one feeling that. But anyway, like I said, I'm just offering entertainment here. You make up your own mind. For me, it's about the truth, the desire of not distorting reality with the agenda of other people, whatever that is. I want to make sense of things. And this time, this guy was a victim, and he had to go through hell. And he had the resources to do this, and almost barely didn't succeed. Because in fact, the system is against this type of thing in general. To prove defamation, you can ask any lawyer on YouTube or anywhere else, it's hard. It's really hard. That's what I learned from this trial. This guy succeeded. He had the uphill battle, you know, and he succeeded. You know why? Because it was really obvious for hundreds of millions of people. So guys, I ask you that question. Leave a comment below. We will check the interview, the 17. We will comment on it. Of course, again, my channel, it's about love and truth. Just to make, just to make that clear. I'll see you later. Always spread love. Take care of yourself.